It's a real story, based on a real story, from the 19th century.
Correct.
And it's set in the Arctic. It's about two ships that travel to the Arctic to try and find a trade route through the Arctic. And then it's sort of what happens to that group of men when they become trapped in the Arctic, and all the things that can and do go wrong.
And also that there will be some atmosphere created that is beyond perhaps our understanding, which is always very interesting.
I play James Fitzjames, who is within the sort of command structure, third in command. It's important to say that both Ciarán and I play people who really existed. Fitzjames was a sort of decorated hero of the Victorian Navy, and he was had not been to the polar regions before, so he was a novice at that, but was highly experienced at officer and very experienced sailor. And however, he is not all that he seems. As with a lot of the characters in the show, through the process of encountering both the world of the Arctic and some of the terrors that that holds, the characters are forced to encounter aspects of themselves that maybe they have sort of hidden or concealed.
Well, I play Sir John Franklin, who's the commander of the expedition, which is to chart the remaining, I think, 400 miles of the Northwest Passage. I make a terrible choice, and that decision that I make leads eventually to the disaster, the absolute disaster that unfolds in the story. Most of the work that I did was through the script and through some research around the character of Sir John Franklin and of the times.
I mean, the book actually concentrates mainly on Crozier and Goodsir in the book, and so I mean, it's true to Franklin and Fitzjames are kind of referred to but aren't addressed directly in a way, so you don't get sort of their thoughts as those characters do in the novel. So the book was less of a source for me. I went more to the history itself, and then obviously David and Sue's scripts.
Well, with regards to the production values, when we went on set, well, first of all, before we went on set, we were decked out in these extraordinary, beautiful, and they felt authentic, and they felt lived in already, although they were made for us by the costume designer Annie Simmons. Yeah, they were fantastic, and the layers and layers that they put on. Fortunately, I didn't have to wear one of those ghastly Welsh wigs, which would protect
so
you
fetching
underneath.
I think you would have looked good in it, though.
Well, thank you. But then, having got dressed up in that, and suddenly it changes the way you look at yourself, you present yourself, and then to go onto the set in the studio, and this extraordinary ship that Jonathan McKinstry designed and kitted out. Once you were inside that or on it, you just, I mean, yes, there was green screen all around us, but you actually felt part almost of a seafaring nation. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was good. He helped us a lot. It was, I mean, what they built on those sound stages in Budapest was nothing short of remarkable. Jonathan McKinstry did an amazing job, and it's a hugely important ingredient to the show, because I think in order to tell the story successfully, we really need to take an audience and transport them to the Arctic and to those ships, because that combination of both this huge desert, sort of frozen desert outside, and then the claustrophobia of these ships. You know, these two ships alone out there on the ice. Yeah, they're important sort of elements of the kind of psychology that they were encountering out there.
Musisz się zastanawiać, co robimy tu, w twoim świecie. Przyjechaliśmy, żeby znaleźć drogę do Chin i Indii. Nasza sytuacja jest groźniejsza niż myślisz. Nasi ludzie przebywają tam w niewyobrażalnej temperaturze. To miejsce chce nas zabić. Ani człowiek, ani niedźwiedź. Więc co? Cały czas nas śledzi. Możemy stracić wszystkich ludzi. Gdy nie ma już nadziei, w mózgu rodzą się dziwne myśli. Jakie myśli? Ciemność. Czy tę ciemność widzisz tu, pośród nas?
Terror. Premiera serialu w czwartek, 5 kwietnia w AMC.